get of the other applications that have been filed today?
Actually, for the 15th Progressive Party in 15, I guess we had for 1 minute on this. And I'll just ask an important question. How do we move forward? But the paradox as I got it, because I don't make speeches, is that my colleagues accused this side of making speeches, and in the process they made speeches. But having said that, my Lord, an issue has arisen following disclosures by my Lord Justice Bremer about how this bench has been constituted. It's now apparent that the petitioner and the first interested party in petition 15 have an issue with that. We suggest that we be given time to file a formal application. It could not have been filed earlier because the disclosure has been made here. And since that issue goes to the core of your capacity seat, it ought to be resolved preliminarily. Whether you have been properly empaneled is the most preliminary of preliminary issues. We urge that you give direction of the nature of a timeline when that application ought to be filed, a timeline when responses will be filed, then give us a return date to come and canvass that application on whether you are properly constituted. Because if it turns out that you are improperly constituted, even the issue of recusal becomes secondary. But if it comes out that you are properly constituted, then the issue of recusal now follows. I urge that if you follow that route, in accordance with my teacher's guide and Professor Gachagua'S guide, there will be greater order and coherence. And I thank you.
Is that an adjournment? Is that if Mr. Ongoya applying for an adjournment? Because he's saying, and perhaps wrongly, that even the refusal application comes after the termination of the question of empanelment. If that be so, they may leave, they normally leave court, they may leave, they left the Senate, may leave court. We let them say whether they are planning on adjournment.
Is that remark, they normally leave court, the left Senate, my palatable in this court, my Lord? I mean, that
no, because it's an adjournment.
No, is that remark palatable for my Lord and my Lady? But because, you know, we have decorum at the bar. If you have a professor of law misbehaving at the bar, then I'm urging that you direct that remark to be withdrawn first, then we make progress. I'm urging, my Lord. The remark was made in your presence. I'm urging it to be withdrawn first, then I can respond.
My Lord, I have no problem with withdrawing the remark, but the point is, it is a vague application for adjournment. Because Mr. Ongoya is saying that the court must address the question of empanelment before the recusal. So why can't you just get the point?
I am answering the question now, but I know that he has withdrawn. He said he has no problem with withdrawing, but he will withdraw. I want him to withdraw first, my Lord, because I'm entitled to dignity.
I have no problem with withdrawing. No, I have no problem, my Lord. I withdraw the remark, but
Thank you.
Please process.
Thank you. Let me now address the question. My Lord, because again, I was my teacher and my mentor of many years. I have no disrespect for him. I just want my own dignity asserted because I can't protect my own dignity if my own is in question. But having said that, my Lord Judge Bremer, you are a witness that the issue of how this bench was empaneled has been disclosed here when we are here. We have raised concerns through learned colleagues Kido Mungai and learned colleague Mr. Ndegwa that we now want to take that as an issue. My colleagues have rightfully submitted that matter requires a substantive application. Rightly, we agree with them fully. But you'll agree with me that if you are improperly constituted, then you cannot make one more step. It's therefore in that regard that my Lord Judge Bremer asked, how do we move forward? I also had my learned mentor, Professor Gachagua'S again ask, how do we move in an orderly manner? I'm suggesting let that substantive application be placed before you. Being as preliminary as it appears on the face of it, give back-to-back timelines on the compliance by the parties. Let the parties come and now formally address you on that question. Let us have a determination on that question. I humbly pray.
Leadership again to move forward.
Thank you. Allow